You guys want to hear something interesting? Well, today I'm going to share with you all of my war stories of getting banned by Google. Hey everyone, I'm Neil Patel, and today I'm going to share with you SEO mistakes that you should avoid, and if you don't, you're going to get banned. So the first one I have for you is building links through WordPress themes. Some people are still doing them and they're like, oh my God, this works. Whether it's through WordPress themes, it's through widgets, it's through, like those little stat counter badges or anything like that. See, back in the day, I had a web hosting website. I never provided web hosting, but I ranked #1 on Google for the term web hosting. That's one of the most competitive terms. Everyone's going after it because they want affiliate commissions for HostGator, Bluehost, GoDaddy, you name it. And the way I ranked really high was I bought a domain that had hosting in it, or the term web hosting, and then I bought a ton of WordPress themes. Instead of creating my own themes and putting the link at the bottom, I just found all the popular WordPress themes that are already out there and that existed, and I bought the themes, right? Not just from the person for like 50 bucks. I'm talking about these free themes that cost no money. So let's say the creator of one of the themes would be David Zhang. I would hit up David and be like, hey, you created an awesome theme. I'm just gonna buy the whole theme from you for 10,000 bucks in the whole business and the site. And I'm gonna switch the bottom to say theme created by David Zhang to theme curated by, let's say, Neil Patel's web hosting site. And I'm not going to give out the URL, but it was web hosting something, right? You can fill in the blank. And by doing that, I was building hundreds and thousands of links right away because I was buying all the most popular WordPress themes out there and sites. Within 6 months, I shot up to the first page of Google for the term web hosting. Within another 3 months, I shot up to the first spot. And you know what happened? Google eventually banned my website. When I was ranking #1, I was generating over $100,000 a month in affiliate income. That was great. I didn't even spend more than $50,000 buying a ton of theme sites, and I did that over a period of 6 months. So the income that I was generating was huge compared to my investment, but I got banned. And they only banned me, and funny enough, #2 and #3 were using the same tactic, but Google didn't ban them. And I think it was because people eventually found out it was my site and they want to make an example. Nonetheless, I learned don't do shady link building tactics. The second strategy I have for you is expired domain names. There was a domain name that was named after a park one day. It was Battlefield something, maybe Battlefield Bypass or whatever it is. And I bought this expired domain name because it was about like the Civil War in America, and it had all these EDU links. And I did something really creative and interesting. And I'm no longer in this space, so I'll tell you all about it. So with this Battlefield Bypass site, what I ended up doing is I took the expired domain name, put up casino-related content, and then I built a few links here or there, but all I did was just take a really old domain name that had a ton of authority. You're talking about a domain name that cost over $10,000 that was expired, and people are like, oh my God, this thing has a high Google page rank, and back then that mattered, now it doesn't. I switched it all to casino-related stuff, and then boom, I popped up in the top 3 spots for the key term, online casino and casino. That's crazy, right? Eventually Google figured it out, got banned, lost all my money. But when it was at the top, I was making, again, 6 figures in affiliate income each and every single month. If you notice a trend, I used to do a lot of this stuff back in the day when I was a kid. I stopped really doing this kind of stuff now because it's not long run. And if you're not sure if your SEO strategy that you're using is going to get you banned or if it's long run, leave a comment and I'll tell you if you should be doing more of it or less of it. Because the last thing you want to do is put all this time and energy like I did and then get banned. Think long term. The last strategy I have for you that eventually will end up getting you banned or penalized or just crush your rankings is writing the same content over and over again. See, a lot of you guys have blogs, and what you're doing with your blogs, and this won't really get you banned, but more so it'll just drastically reduce your traffic, and you'll be like, what is all these Google updates happening? Why does my traffic keep going down? And I used to be a victim of it myself. After a while, you run out of topics to produce, so you just regurgitate the same stuff over and over again. And I would write articles like the top 10 marketing tools for SEO, the top 10 free Google tools that every SEO should be using, the top 10 SEO tools for 2018, and then I would even have older ones, the top 10 marketing tools for 2017 and then 2016. And I did this each and every single year, and I just regurgitated this information over and over again. Did it for SEO tools, marketing tools, social media tools, and there was so much overlap in the content. What ends up happening is when you have 2 articles or 3 articles that are on the same exact topic, how does Google know which one to rank? They don't. Instead, what you should be doing is updating your old content and changing it to 2017 to 2018 and making the tools more thorough, deleting the old ones that no one uses anymore. And by doing that, Google's like, oh cool, you're updating your old content. We should keep ranking it higher and higher because it's fresh. They don't want to rank old content that's outdated. I just recently bought a blog for $500,000. And this blog was like, oh, some months we get 1.2 million unique visitors, some months we get 800,000 unique visitors. And they're like, it's all seasonality. It's not seasonality. It's because they have the same content that's regurgitated over and over again, and they have a lot of outdated content that talks about tools like FeedBurner, which no marketers use anymore. You delete all of that stuff and you prune the content and you update the old stuff, what you'll find is your traffic won't just go up, but it'll be way more consistent. So in your blog, you probably already have regurgitated content, combined the less powerful one, so go into your Google Analytics, look at the one that gets the least amount of search traffic, and redirect it to the other one. Combine the content, make it more thorough, you'll have less duplicate content, and take all your old content that just sucks and no one's reading anymore and no one likes, and delete it, and redirect it to the most relevant post. When you do that, you're gonna get way more traffic, you're not gonna get penalized, and it's gonna continually grow quarter over quarter. Sure, if you avoid these three things, there's no guarantee that your Google traffic won't go down, but in the long run, when you measure it year over year, you should still be going up. Think long term and don't do short term tricks and tactics like I was doing. Be like, oh yeah, what kind of widget can I end up buying and put my name all over it? It's not about that. It's about longevity. And follow these tips and you will have longevity.